This will probably be the most stressful episode that you will ever see in your life, because today is deadline day. And if you look at the date, you'll see, well, it's the 20th of Jan. What are you on about? It's not deadline day. Well, it is, because today's Thursday. I'm filming this before work, and the only time I can edit this video will be the lunchtime today, which means I have limited amount of time to get this video out. So if it doesn't come out on Thursday, you kind of know why by this intro. But if it does come out today, you will know how much stress I've put in. Today, we're taking on AC Milan. We cannot stop the Partizan machine. We cannot stop the party. Let's just jump in. Let's not waste any more time. Let's go, boys. Hi guys, MrSpaceman reporting for duty, and welcome back to another episode with my beautiful Partizan team. And yes, like I said, I need to get this sorted as quick as possible. So with that in mind, let me just remind you of what's going on. We're taking on AC Milan, we're taking on Manchester United, and hopefully we'll make it in the Champions League. So the next episode is a bit more interesting than end of season. Woo! I don't know, man. So far we've been doing okay. Could do better, could do worse at the same time, so you know. I did mention deadline day, and for a change, we actually have done some transfers, which is strange. We're starting to spend money this year, and yet, despite the fact that overall we've spent 13 million, you know, if you take into account the sales and what we spent, so that's quite good. And we've managed to bring in a few quite good players. So first of all, we brought in Lucas Gabriel, who's a very, very good goalkeeper from Gremio, who we've actually sent back on loan so we can actually get some game time with him. He looks very good. I mean, if you compare him to Kalichanin, who is our backup goalkeeper this year, maybe I should have kept Lucas Gabriel. Yeah, I thought he would get more game time playing at Gremio, and also because his nationality is Brazilian, maybe it would have been the best chance for me to kind of give him some game time so he develops. But at the same time, also I want him to develop because Kalichanin also has some good ratings as well. But this guy is good. We've signed him for 6.25 million. He's going back on loan. Gremio is still in the second division, which is absolutely awful. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing this guy next year. He looks very, very good. I think this just means that Tan van Ingelom is pretty much done. Although, to be fair, they're not that far apart. But yeah, he is a bit older. He's on loan, and we'll see which one of them develops a bit more. But I'm really happy to bring in Lucas Gabriel. He was a wonder kid at some point. I think I saw him on one of the top 50 wonder kids to look out for. So maybe he'll be good. But as you know with those lists, he could just be bad. Who knows? Next up, we have signed David Palacios for, I think, 1.3 million. And even better, this guy is near and dear to my heart. Yes, he's a regen, I know. But he just got back from an ACL tear. And as a man who tore 2 ACLs, I know exactly how he feels. But we signed him for quite a good amount of money. He's a Colombian international, which is absolutely incredible. And he has some incredible mentals for an 18-year-old. He's going to be playing lots of games for the Colombian national team for the foreseeable future, at least. But he's got good physicals, good mentals already for a center-back slash maybe fullback. We'll see how it goes. I mean, he's a bit short, but his crossing is there. So maybe he's a wing-back, maybe he's a center-back, I'm not sure. Potentially, if I play 3 at the back, he'll be a very good wide center-back. But for now, we need to develop him. I think he's going to be good. He's going to be getting some game time for sure with us, because we don't have much depth. I say we don't have much depth. I have signed another Brazilian wonder kid, Gilson. Freaking Gilson, a Brazilian center-back who is capped at the under 23 level. He looks good. Again, amazing mentals, decent technicals, which we can develop. And again, for an 18-year-old, that's absolutely fine. But physicals, 17 balance for a center-back? What is he doing? Is he a surfer? I mean, amazing stamina as well. Like I said, amazing mentals, good decisions, good determination, good bravery. He is very, very good. However, I have spent a little bit of money on him. Yeah, that's a lot. But at the same time, we sold our center-backs for much more than that. So I think it's time for us to bring a young player that can play around here. I mean, comparing him to Mendy, who is our other backup center-back, he is already a bit better. If they can develop together, this would be quite nice, because one guy will be the faster player and the other guy will be the more defensive player. If they can grow up together, we can have a very, very good partnership for the future. And finally, a guy we've signed as well from, who is it? From Crystal, and we'll let him go on loan, is Jeremy Cornejo. Another striker. We have way too many of those, and yet I can't stop. We have spent 575k, which is absolutely peanuts, especially for how much we spent right now. I think he's very, very good. He's very, very well balanced already. He's played 4 games and scored 3 goals for the Peruvian national team. Hang on. The man is a starting player for the national team, and I signed him for 500k. Let him cook. And so for the game against AC Milan, cook I did. I have cooked this up. And we'll see how it will work. So we decided to go with a more defensive formation. Yes, we've done well against AC Milan the previous times. And yes, you know, my tactic did kind of work. But as I alluded to in the previous episode, this doesn't seem to work. Wait, hang on. I just saw something. This wasn't meant to be there. Never waste time. We don't like wasting time. But yeah, I've cooked this up. I like, honestly, just as a manager, I really like a 3-5-2. That's kind of a very, very good formation for me. I think especially in the modern era where you have amazing wingbacks, it's something you need to have. And we do have amazing wingbacks. We have Borza, we have Barco, which is really, really important. And we have Martinelli, who can be that inverted wingback as well. So potentially with that in mind, I'm actually going to make a quick change now that I thought about it. And put Stamenic as a ball-winning midfielder here, and Villagra as a deep-line playmaker here, just because Martinelli is going to come out here anyways. Maybe I can even do a roaming playmaker as well, just for shits and giggles. And basically Martinelli can cover him and Villagra can link up these roles here. This tactic worked okay for now. We've had some decent friendlies, I think. Nothing too bad. We've played Bayern 0-0. It's a good start, I think. 2-1 against Basel and 2-0 against Nice. And real quick, the tactic wasn't ready yet, but we beat Spartak 7-0 with our old tactic. Lots of people on the score sheet. We beat Mladost 7-2. Also with the same tactic, lots of people on the score sheet as well. And yeah, back to the tactic. I think this will give me the most depth and strength in our midfield. We kept getting countered from here. We kept getting countered on, you know, isolated with 2 center backs. So we put 3, and I think we're going to put 2 midfielders here. So basically, the tactic is going to be, oh my goodness, goalkeeper, awful. We're going to have Hudikov as a sweeper keeper. Obviously, that makes sense, you know, to sweep up. He's very good at this. Sanjust, Vitek, and Milinkovic. I think probably this way around, because I think Milinkovic will be the good center back that he is, very solid. And Sanjust has a bit more pace to kind of run up and down and maybe take the roles that Martinelli frees up. And also he's quite quick, and Vitek will do the covering here at the back. Borza and Martinelli, same stuff. I don't need to explain my logic. Stamenic and Villagra will play here to hold down and protect these guys when Borza and Martinelli shoot up. Popovic and Milovanovic will be the attacking midfielders. Popovic will most likely again be surrendered to here, although most likely if I'm going to play with this, I should probably teach Saldania to play attacking midfielder. I think he'll be quite good at this. He's done very good from the left. Can he do even better here? Maybe I'll do it for this tactic. Maybe I trust him. Have Popovic scoring more goals. We'll see how it goes. I think Saldania will be a good linking. Milovanovic is just fast and rapid. That's why he's a shadow striker. And Popovic will lead the line. In terms of everything else, we have balanced mentality, which is really good. Short passing, like we normally like. We want to play that kind of play. Run a defense. Be more disciplined, however. I think it's very important for us just because we don't lose the numbers and superiority in places. Overlap on the left, underlap on the right, which kind of makes sense. In transition, kind of similar. We have very much similar stuff. Distribute to center backs because we have a ball-playing defender. Take shorter kicks. You know, that's absolutely fine. Counter press and counter. And finally, we are going to be compressing the line because we have more people at the back. We can push up much higher, and we have Sanjust and Vitek who can pace back. And I think we're going to use step up more, get stuck in, and press much higher just because these guys can press as high as they can. These guys can push up, and basically this means we'll be susceptible to long balls, but we have Sanjust who's got good acceleration and pace, and Vitek who's got good acceleration and pace. So very, very good there. And with that in mind, we are ready for the game today. No one has left yet, which is absolutely incredible. I have no idea how they haven't left. It's absolutely insane. Like, look at the people that are wanted. Every single player in the team is wanted, apart from the players that I just signed this transfer window, which is incredible. But yeah, who knows what's going to happen by the next game. Like, the United game is in 7 days, and you don't know what's going to happen. We'll see if I can sign anyone else between here and now. I think we have some money, but I think the team is ready. In terms of the bench, people that are not making it is Moenata, unfortunately, who is injured. We also have Gilson, who is on international duty, which kind of sucks. We have Lachlan Deans, who's also on international duty, and he's also unhappy that I didn't let him join Tottenham. Very sad, actually. And I think Mora is going on loan, which is good for him. I think he can develop. And in terms of everything else, this is our bench. Decent backup options. We have Palacios starting on the bench, so hopefully we can introduce him at some point. But obviously, he's just had his ACL tear. We need to ease him in. Right. Lots of things to talk about. I need to go as fast as possible. Let's jump into the game. Let's beat AC Milan. Can we make it 3-4-3? I don't know. It'll be fascinating to see how our tactic works against Milan. We finally have Pulisic starting. Really, really cool. Their team is, you know, not really changed as of much. I think Timber is the only person there that's kind of a bit strange. But we'll see how this tactic works. It worked in friendlies, but again, you can only find out when you play against the real teams. We'll see how Milan goes. We may have to change things as quickly as possible. But I have faith in it. It seems more balanced and it seems more defensive, which is good. I need to have more solid players, and I'm really excited to try it out. I think I may have done too good of a job. It's the 43rd minute and time is trickling away for halftime. And now we finally get our first highlight. That's incredible. Pulisic puts a cross in. Thiaw jumps up. Hudikov will collect. And I think I've done too good of a job. I've actually moved our mentality to positive from pretty much the 20th minute. And nothing has happened since. We do have 2 more minutes. So as long as we don't do anything stupid, we have a decent half. I do want to... Honestly, I don't want to beat Milan because Milan is a good side. But, you know, we've beat them before. So it'd be kind of a bit of a shame to not. But I think against United, this would be a good result. But Borza puts a cross in. Can he do something? Popovic, Milovanovic. Oh my God, what a save. And this was a beautiful, beautiful counterattack from our half to their half. And that's a good way to end this half. Yeah, that's a good way to end this half. Wait, how is that not on target? That is weird. But yeah, I think we've done too good of a job. No one's actually creating or doing anything. I think we've forgotten that we're trying to play football here. I mean, I'm not going to say that they played well and so the players don't become complacent because I want more. I don't want to play 0-0 against Milan. I want to beat them. I mean, maybe it's time for me to make a little bit more change. Let's put Milovanovic on here. Yeah. And by Milovanovic, I say put Milovanovic here and put Saldania there. And put Milovanovic as the attacking midfielder on attack, perhaps. Maybe we kind of refer to this again. It's just, I'm not really happy at the fact that we're playing at home. We have possession, which is good. But we're just not making anything. And I guess the players are not used to this yet, which kind of makes sense. But at the same time, it's, well, we had 2 shots, 0 on target. They've had 4 shots, 1 on target. And nothing is happening. Which is something that I don't like to say. Yeah, a 0-0 draw would be good. But at the same time, you know, I want more. So Milovanovic is going to come off for Miladinovic, I think, just to give us a bit more creative spark. Borza's not doing best, so we're going to sub him off. Villagara, he's actually doing quite okay. We don't have a backup for him as a roaming playmaker, do we? No, we don't. I think we're going to have to play Prodanovic. Maybe, can I switch him for Miladinovic, actually? No, I can't. I'll move him a bit higher. Yeah, you can be a roaming playmaker up here. So far, so good. And I think Stamenic... Oh, I don't want to take him off just yet. Maybe I'll put San Just in there, and then I'll take Stamenic and I'll put Palacios. Is Palacios better than Mendy? Oh yeah, Palacios is much better than Mendy. Okay, let's do this. So Palacios will make his debut for you guys, which is absolutely amazing. And I think that will be enough for now. We can leave 1 sub for later. So Palacios is coming on, Valentin Barco's coming on, Miladinovic is coming on, and Prodanovic. So hopefully that will be enough for us to make some change in this game, because so far nothing is happening. We haven't created anything. And maybe this tactic is too good at closing down shop. I won't be happy, but Barco puts a cross in. Can it be a good one? Can we steal this at the last minute? Can we? St. Just does not collect. But Palacios is there. His first touch, clap for him. And a first touch is a good touch as St. Just gets the ball. He's taking it to the left-hand side. Is there anyone that's going to support? No, he carries it himself. Is he going to put it on his right foot? He does. Finds Barco, who's crossed to the other side of the pitch. And they have the ball, but they clear it. And we should collect. Vitek, Milinkovic, plays it back out to Vitek. Very nice little play. Beautiful. I want to see more of this. This is some very nice football that we're playing. Very tactical. Although the ball is moving all the way back to Hudikov, which is something I don't really like to see. Hudikov, what are you going to create? Palacios, man, this is the longest highlight I think I've ever seen in the history of Football Manager. Can it be creative though? Miladinovic, can you do something? Rome finds Martinelli. The wrong Martinelli, of course. Finds Prodanovic and offside. Goran Prodanovic. That was a beautiful pass. Will it be enough? Partizan 1, Milan 0. Referee, what is it going to be? Are you going to change the score? Are you going to keep it the way it is? Is he going to award the goal? Prodanovic. The youngster. Third goal of the season for the youngster. What a beautiful pass. Martinelli finds Prodanovic, no Prodanovic, oh my god, Miladinovic, who finds Prodanovic. The super subs unite. And Maignan is pissed. 89th minute. We are stealing the game away from them, and that's a beautifully timed run, I think. That looked very offside to me, but I'm not going to question it. I'm going to drop back to balanced and hopefully see out the game. And of course, they have a chance. Hudikov, slow down, buddy. You need to hold down the play. We need to do dark arts. We are the masters of dark arts, I think. Well, we're not actually, but we need to try. I know I put wasting time, never. But I think we need to try. Palacios, play it out again. 2 passes for him. Wow, this is why I signed him, because he can make 2 passes. Popovic will outpace Theo. 1-on-1 with the keeper. Can he collect? Popovic from 2 seasons ago would have buried it. Popovic from this season doesn't. But it worked! Regardless of the tactic, regardless of what is happening in the universe, Partizan is better than Milan. Put it on a t-shirt and I'm gonna sell it. Let's freaking go. And with that in mind, we have secured playoff spots. Yes! Haha! It looked like we weren't gonna, and yet we have done so. Man, that is absolutely incredible. Oh my god. In terms of everything else, this was an awful game. Hudikov gets mad at the match. I think this tactic, I will try not to use it against teams like this ever again. I think against United, it's going to be something I use because they're very, very good. But 1-0 regardless, not the most attacking tactic. But at the same time, we didn't let him do anything either, which is very, very important. So maybe it's something we balance. But anyways, I'm going to see you guys for the United game, which will be in a second. We have qualified. Can we do even better? What will it mean if we get 16 points? I mean, we have a chance to actually make it in the top 8 if we win United. Ooh, can we? Honestly, I've got no idea, but we are ready to take them on right now. So can we actually beat United? That is a question that no one knows the answer to. Ernesto Valverde doesn't know the answer to. And Manchester United does not know the answer as well. They're currently sitting 7th in the Premier League and 20th in the Champions League, which is not good. They still have some good players. Obviously, it is United, you know. Not one of the weaker sides, for sure. Rasmus Højlund is playing with them still. And apparently, he scores goals, unlike his actual real-life counterpart. In terms of anything else, the squad is looking a little bit changed, actually very much changed. There's some very, very good players. They have a really, wow. They have a really good regen. Khalid Machaku, 16 dribbling, 16 finishing, 16 first touch, and immense finishing. Oh my goodness me. He is good. Mount is still there. Garnacho is actually looking quite good. Martinez is actually not injured, which is weird. But in terms of anything else, like, their squad is good, but I feel like maybe they're lacking in the defensive roles. I'm not really sure. I mean, looking at the schedules, they've had a nice run of forms. So they've only kind of started badly. So maybe that's kind of what went wrong for them. But in terms of everything else, they've lost to Real Madrid, which I guess is fair, but 3-0 is crazy. They've lost 1-4 to Porto, but they beat Nice 3-0. Maybe they were missing some players. I'm not really sure. What's the difference here? I can't really see a difference. Varane playing on the right-hand side. Maybe that's the issue. Did he play on the right-hand side here as well? No, Gertrude came back. I think was he signed this time? When was he signed? No, he's been there the whole time. I don't know. So this puts me in a predicament. Do I stay with this beautiful 5-1-3-1 DM WB asymmetric AMR tactic, which is the best tactic ever made? Or do I go back to my beautiful asymmetric flying wingbacks? That name sounds better. I think I may stick with this for now. I think it's a bit safer than maybe whatever happens in the game. We can rotate, we could tweak. But the team is going to look like this. We've made some changes. We have moved Saldania on the right-hand side because I think he'll be a little bit better in that position. And he doesn't have to learn a new position, which is absolutely fair enough. Pradanovic is going to resume his role in the attacking midfielder role. He scored a goal last time. He deserves a start. Deans is moving back in a role-playing midfielder instead of Ilagra. And apart from that, everything is exactly the same. I need Popovic to score. I need the boys to be very, very good at the back. And in terms of anything else, yeah, nothing else has changed. I think the bench is going to be pretty much identical. No one else comes in. No one else comes out, which is good. And yeah, we're taking on Manchester United. If we win today, there's a high chance of us getting in the seeded positions again, which is going to be very good for us. And I want this to happen. Do you guys have faith or do you not have faith? I don't know. It's a scary game for me. This is a very, very strong side. Torreira, Andre. Oh, that's a different Andre. Fernandez. The squad of Man United is insane. And we're playing at Old Trafford as well, which is just mind-boggling. But this new tactic that we're tweaking, it's the early days. I think it's done a good job of nullifying AC Milan. I think that's probably the best shout. They had 0 chances, which was the best thing I have ever seen. But it's Manchester United. They are good. Obviously, in real life, they're either one of the better teams in the world or the worst, game by game. So, but in FM, they're usually good. I mean, it's pretty much more of the same. 26 minutes have passed. Nothing has happened since. We don't have any possession, 31% possession, but we do have more chances, which is good as Pradanovic takes a shot and Onana, what's his name, makes a save. That was an ambitious shot, and I know that Onana has not been the most safest keeper in the recent history of humanity, But that's ambitious. That's ambitious. A cross comes in, we manage to foul it, and that's the end of the highlight. I mean, very ambitious. Brodanovic, he saw, he shot, and we have 6 shots and 3 on target. I mean, I don't know what's going on. Why do they have so much possession and we have none is a mystery to me. But we are making chances, which I guess I'll take. And I guess, you know, the injury stuff will happen as well. As Abada got injured, we're going to get stuck in. So maybe that's what happened and what caused it. But it's halftime. We've had 1 highlight, and we're dominating the XGs. And I say dominating, it's quite good. I mean, look at the dressing room. I think we need more possession. I need to tell the boys this. Vitek and Sanjust are pissed off at me. Why? I'm going to tell them they are okay, and they're back again to motivate it. Look at me, tactical motivator, I am. And everyone else is happy. I am really good at this, and this is definitely... Man, honestly, this needs to be reworked, because how can I just mindlessly click on buttons and people get motivated regardless of the situation? We could be losing 10-0, and I'm like, guys, you're doing okay. Keep it up. And I'm like, yeah, boss, I believe in you. No. But I mean, they are doing okay now, so I guess it kind of works. If I was to bet on Popovic having a bad game, every single game, I'd have a lot of money. He's on 6.4, and that was a free kick. I didn't expect him to take such a quick free kick. Usually they take forever. But yeah, Popovic has been... He's been doing awful, and I don't really know what's going on. I mean, he seems to have lost the finishing touch, which is kind of unfortunate for him and for us, because remember, he scored 24 goals that one season. He's not scoring that either. He's lost his touch. I think we might need to make some tactical subs as we finish this highlight, because who knows, he might score. Martinelli will bring it up. He is playing as a wingback now. Interesting. He's gone to the wide instead of to the middle, as Deans is playing in a new formation. So far, so good as well. Can he create something? The number 7. He's not Cristiano Ronaldo, but he finds it, and Popovic scores. And just like I said, oh no, don't break his heart. I was going to say, if this is a goal by Popovic, this is going to be good. And if it's not, it's going to break his heart. The man is super, super, super good at what he does. And goal is awarded. Popovic, Matija Popovic. I believed in him, son. Everyone, you believe in him? If you do, leave a comment saying, I believe in you, Popovic. You got it. Beautiful interplay between Stamenic and Popovic. Man, 1-0 against United. Still some time to go. How close was the offside? Ooh, tight was this. Gertruda. Ooh. I mean, I was going to make some subs, but apparently Martinelli has other thoughts. Puts a cross in. Stamenic wins it. Hollyund is on a breakaway. Hollyund is on a breakaway. Somebody stop him. Bring him down. Bruno Fernandes. 1-2 with Garnacho. Instant pace. Can he put it away? He can't. And I can take a breath and make some subs. Right, Brodanovic is not doing good, so I'll probably take him off for Milovanovic. Give us a little bit more legs in the wing. I think Borza is also one of the players that just exists. He's not really doing good, so I'm going to take him off as well. Do I think of midfield? Probably I do. I think I'm going to play Toma Basic as a roaming playmaker. He's back, by the way, which is absolutely good. And there is an update on him, which I will leave for the next episode, because it needs a full episode dedicated to him. And apart from that, what else can we do? I think everything looks fine. Like, we can do the 3 subs. Yes, Saldani's been injured, but who else can we sub on for him? Ooh, actually, Sergio Barrios. So I did lie that there's, you know, a different bench. No. The bench is different. The bench is, in fact, different. We have options. We have Basic and we have Sergio Barrios. Oh, man. One more sub I'm leaving just in case, like I always do. This looks amazing. Let's freaking go. I mean, the time is beginning to trickle away. Will this be enough for us to do the unthinkable and become a seeded team? I don't know. I'm going to take off... Ooh, do I take off Popovic and put Shikaev on? I'm genuinely not sure. Maybe... Actually, no. I'm going to do the smart thing. I'm going to put Milovanovic up front. Let's not bring too many youngsters. You know, it's Old Trafford, for God's sake. And I'm going to play Miladinovic instead behind the striker. So that way... Man, there's so many of the same names. That's actually insane. And I make a sub... And instantly, they have a highlight. It's not something I want to see. If this comes from a goal, this will be absolutely my fault. Sanjust wins the header. Basic makes his first touch, loses the ball, and Garnacho is going to break away. We have pace as well to cover, but he is quicker than all of us. 1-on-1 with the keeper. 1-on-1 with the keeper. And Hudikov, the composure of Garnacho isn't there. But Hudikov, once again, when it comes up clutch, he has a good rating. 7.1. Time is trickling away. They have a free kick. They have a free kick. Don't do this to me. We need a win. We need a win. We're doing so good, guys. Martinez. Ball's bouncing all over. And the most fortuitous ricochet landed in Holland, and he just finished. They do not deserve to be in this. Let's see it again. That is just unfortunate. A random hit St. Just, and Holland is there. And Milovanovic, who I just brought on, was not quick enough. And I think it's a draw. We get 12th place. We're not a seeded team, unfortunately. But hey, look at this. This tactic works. Yes, we concede possession, but against the big teams, we will so anyway. And this is not bad. Oh, and if we would have won, we would have gotten 16 points. We would have gotten 8th place. As Nice steals it from us. Last minute. Oh, no. That is awful. But wait, are we still going to be a seeded team? How many teams can make it? 24. That means 12 teams are seeded, right? Oh, no. Sorry. That makes sense. They would qualify straight away and we go on the next stage. Oh, that's unfortunate. I mean, fair enough, to be fair. I think, honestly, it'd be good for us to play another game. There's a lot of good teams here, but, you know, looking at the bottom half of it, between 9th and 24th, there's not that many good teams here, potentially. If the cutoff point is right, we have a chance to have a good side that we can beat, and not Liverpool this time, because they're currently up there. But it would have been nice to skip this. Unfortunate. Last minute, man. But yeah, useful Partizan draw against United. I do not think that Højlund deserves man of the match for this, because absolutely lucky. Okay, Hudikov was injured for 1 to 2 days. Not a problem. Right, what does this mean for us? Well, most likely, if you look at the schedule, we have some games here. We're going to be playing the unknown team here on the 9th, which I'm going to be back for that. And so that means, most likely, I'll be back to show you the draw, like last time, just for shits and giggles, really. And then, obviously, these 2 games. And hopefully, we'll get past this group stage, because I want to progress. I want to make money, and I want to grow the Partizan brand. So I hope you enjoyed it. We had 2 nice performances today. One against AC Milan, one against United, 1-1. I mean, honestly, so far, so good. Like, the tactic kind of worked at what I wanted it to do. But, obviously, it's not going to be our main tactic. I want to be super attacky. But, you know, it's a bit naive for me to think that we're always going to be the attacky side. So, you know, if you meet Man City, you should probably defend. Although we almost beat them last year. I don't know. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this one. Please leave a comment to tell me how good this tactic is. And I'll see you guys in the next episode where we play Unknown. A very fascinating team with lots of history. Bye, guys.